So this is the information insurance plan for Pike Health Center off in for ITT 380. Personal introduction. The world continues or the world continues to advance in technology. IT is advancing with it, along with the businesses and organizations, new assets to their organizations. You know, 20 years ago, you wouldn't have thought of all of our records being kept on servers and databases, and that's exactly where everything is going now. So ensuring that the records are secure, ensuring that they're protected and not able to be attacked through and leaked to the black market. So the essential part for any organization. Uh, so we're just gonna go over the insurance plan and the objectives of it. Uh, Fundamental elements of information assurance comprise of confidentially, availability, and integrity. You want to be able to get your data, but you also want it to be confidential, and you want to have the integrity of ensuring your customers that you're doing what's best for them. So you're going to have some roles, responsibilities. CIO or the CISO, uh, responsible Chief Information Security Officer, is going to be responsible for implementing, maintain security policy, establishing the programs. Then you're going to have your security officer ensures the safety of the patient's data, the employee's private information, just protecting your data. Security professional is going to be your information security assurance, your cybersecurity, information security, uh, critical assets applications. You're going to have you'll need two-factor authentication. I think it's a must nowadays with the ability to break in to hack passwords, getting better every year. Having a two-factor authentication, whether it be on your phone or a dongle, is a must to help protect access to your networks. Network access system protection. Gonna of course have them change their passwords 90 days roughly every 3 months. Um, Monitoring services. Whether it be Splunk, whether it be anything to help monitor the network and ensure that no, I guess, malicious activity or suspicious activity is going on in the network. Then also restricting information that you only need to do your job. Classifying information in the essence of I only need to know this amount of the information. I don't need all the information access to me. So ensuring that those users are set up with that type of access. Um, there's going to be routine risk assessments. It's got to be routine risk assessments. If there's not, then you're looking at critical risks, not able to find those critical risks, and then have something, have a breach, have something leaked, and it's all because you didn't take time to assess what risk you had and how to mitigate those risks. So, some of the risk assessments you're going to do is insider threats. Employees uh, taking data, stealing data, phishing threats, fire hazards is a physical threat. What happens if the building catches on fire and we have to vacate the building? How do you protect the servers? How do you back up the servers? Um, there's ongoing vulnerability assessments, doing third party cyber attacks, penetration testing, uh, making sure seeing where they can get in, what attack vectors, and how can they mitigate those. So risk reduction, reduce the risk, supply security measures, policies, training employees, make employee awareness. So not just training, but a constant reminder in the back of their head to try to ensure that they make sure that they're aware of what's going on, anything that might be updated. Detection measures. Again, going back to monitoring the systems, ensuring nothing's malicious going on in the network. So for an incident response plan, we've documented and provided defined organized approach for handling any potential threat to computers and data. Um, we'll have an incident response team that will respond to any incident, assess assess the situation, find out how serious is the breach, or what the attempt was, and then be able to investigate it, find how they were able to get in or how they were trying to get in, and see what we can do to strengthen that area of our network and to ensure that our information is safe and secure and able to provide the needs that are needed to be met for the business along for our patients. Uh, Continuity and recovery. So the main purpose of the response team is going to be ensure efficient recovery, uh, making sure they eradicate any of the breach, the malware, or anything that gets into the system to try to steal the data, take the data, and then along with that would go back into periodic testing or remediation, again assuring that we're assessing any of the risks that we're taking and mitigating those risks to try to keep up with the most current attack methods and ensure that any vulnerability, especially major high vulnerability, critical vulnerabilities, are addressed immediately to be eliminated and ensure that we have enough we have enough security in our network.